Alright, I am back. I think I was at the castle. I'm trying to remember doing the artillery thing. Just haven't played the last couple days just because of the holidays. Just had to do a lot of the cooking and whatnot. But yeah, otherwise, here we go.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Hi.
Gosh darn, it's good to see artillery here again. So here's the thing about the big guns. They can't fire at anything too close, but their range is impressive. That's what the smoke grenades are for. Toss one of those at the bad guys. If we have artillery in range, we'll confirm over the radio and target our fire on your smoke. But first, we better do a test fire. Make sure we're hitting what we're aiming at. You see that little building over there? We'll use that for our aiming point. Keep your radio on and tuned to Radio Freedom so we can confirm we're ready. All right, General, if you can hear me, we're ready. Toss one of those smoke grenades into the target area and we'll start the test fire. Okay, we've got your smoke on the target. You might want to stand back. You know, just in case. Good from here. You've now got artillery support. Use it wisely, General.
A pleasure to see you again, sir. Are you...
I've got to hand it to you, General. You really turned things around for the Minutemen. I never thought I'd see the day that the Minutemen had artillery support again. We should see about building them at all our settlements to expand our coverage. And Ronnie Shaw returns. She's something else, isn't she?
Yeah, she definitely knows how to take charge.
Ha! That's a bit of an understatement from what I hear. I'd heard stories about her from the old-timers, but I didn't know she was still around. The fact that she's come back to the Minutemen means we must be doing something right. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause.
I've never... lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
Seems to be growing well.
My databanks are continuing to accumulate vast amounts of data regarding the Commonwealth.
The institution looking for in a place like this.
It's a shame you can't fit one or two of their limbs onto my chassis. It would make a wonderful upgrade.
Time for a pop quiz, everyone.
Aww.
Ain't you a little old to be in school?
We had a pop quiz yesterday.
And we've learned a lot since then, so we're going to reinforce that knowledge with a little quiz.
Perfect.
But I'm tired.
I'm detecting a 9 degree of fatigue in all our little scholars. Perhaps the quiz
Ship
can
people,
wait?
sir? My dad says
All
outside
right,
ship
you
people.
guys win. We'll do the quiz later.
Yes!
Do you know that radiation is why Brahmin have two
Hey
heads?
there.
It's true.
Sorry, you're in the wrong place. This is a school, not a store.
A school, huh?
Yes, every child in Diamond City gets a free education here. We even teach night classes if they have busy day schedules. I'm afraid you're a little old to be enrolling here. Doubt you'd fit in the seats. But it's a public building, so feel free to look around. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to my lesson plans.
Water out in the
If
Commonwealth?
Henry
You'll
and
get
I,
16.
a
That's
new
what my friend
scholar
Shane
come
told
to
me.
join us. Let's test your math skills. What is 12 times 15? Ah, but what if Henry and Sally have 20 slices, but they only cut each meal fruit
How
4
come whenever
times?
something
How
interesting
many
happens
meal fruit
around
did they
here,
start with?
you're right in the center of it?
Hey there, mister. Dad says not to talk to strangers.
Hey, I heard what you did for old Travis. Real nice of you.
24 hours! Oh, I do hope you're here to make a purchase. It's what I live.
Let's see what you got.
Here you are.
Captain Darling. This is the Commonwealth's first and only hydroponics facility run entirely by robots.
That's pretty ingenious. I bet you can work around the clock.
Sure they can. But do you want to?
Of course, darling. Our unique hierarchy allows for constant operation. You see, there are two kinds of robots here. The worker drones carry out labor and maintenance. We supervisors, that is myself, Green and Brown, possess sophisticated cognition processors. We are capable of complex analysis and decision-making, a testament to the genius of our creator, Dr. Edward Gray.
Obviously, the man was brilliant to come up with something like this.
I could hardly have said it better myself, darling. Robotics and artificial intelligence were our creator's great passions, rivaled only by his love of television. Perhaps you've noticed that I possess a rather singular personality, as do the other supervisors.
You're no synth. You sure got panache.
Well, it's definitely unique. Sort of hard to miss.
I'll take that as a compliment, darling. After all, the last thing any woman wants to be is ordinary. A few other things you should know. Talk to Green if you need supplies. If it's caps you require, Brown might have a few odd jobs. There's one other thing. A question, really. Tell me, darling, what do you think of the water around here?
It's awful.
Isn't it, though? Pressure's down, radiation is up. Why, it's practically toxic. Just think what it must be doing to my skin. This will never do. I don't mean to impose, darling, but perhaps you could lend us a hand.
All right.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous. Most of our water comes from the old Weston plant, south of here. Such an eyesore. Be a dear and pay a visit, See what you can do. Maybe tidy up the place. It must be filthy. If you can get it working again, I'm sure I can come up with something for you.
Let me ask you something.
Sure, ask away.
It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I thought. Tougher than I was. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. Folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
Was it hard settling in?
Yeah, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins.
But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing.
Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick.
After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore.
Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the synth, but it was Nick the detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
clever.
Hell yeah. Locked tight. Yes. That's it.
what their case is about.
Going up. Surface.
Ain't that a blast from the past?
No use. Won't be able to pick this.
Then let's make a deal. Bring me some mutants this evening, and there'll be cats.
Supervisor White.
Darling, so good to see you. You fixed our water problem, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, such a gentleman, too. I simply must give you something. Here, you can have some of our produce. I'll ask Greenie to give you a discount, too, if there's anything else you need. Now I simply must get back to work. Ta-ta!
Seems to be growing well.
By Joe!
Brown.
We could do with a spot of rain. Lovely weather, what? Well, McGubby is half done.
Another admirer comes to see me.
White.
What can I do for you, darling?
Well, this is just super. We love to have visitors.
Green.
Ready to begin your fabulous shopping spree?
You sound like a game show host.
That's the correct answer. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, should we tell the lucky contestant what fabulous prize he's won?
Sure. Okay.
Right this way, please. Let's take a look at your fabulous prize. It's a brand new car! Wow! Now, if you've already got the latest in sleek, stylish, atomic-powered automation, you can also take your winnings in the form of a cash prize. How does 100 caps sound?
I've got an idea. Let's make a deal.
I like it. How about 150 caps?
Tempting. But can you do a little better?
Whoa! You're really looking to push your luck, aren't you? All right, 200 caps it is. I should warn you, asking for more could lead to disqualification, so you might want to stop right there.
Come on. A new car is worth more than that.
You could sell ice cubes to Eskimos with those powers of persuasion. 300 caps is the best I can do. It's all yours. Well, it's been a real pleasure. Thanks for playing.
I need to assign someone to this.
So long as you're carrying it.
Seems to be growing well.
I've never lost anyone before.
So where are we off to next?
You know what? Since we talked, I'm feeling
Seems to be growing well.
here in
Codsworth.
Shall I accompany you, sir?
No, not now.
All right, then.
Hello, sir.
I found out what those robots in Grey Garden needed and took care of it. Even better, they want to be Minutemen.
Huh. I guess I never thought of robots being Minutemen. But why not? If they're willing, I guess we can use them. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause.
Hey there.
Is there something you need?
No, nothing.
Okay. What's up?
Synths truly inspire me to be a better robot. Did that sound strange?
Sun goes down, crazies come out.
Careful not to trip over any loose parts, sir.
Most folks are just looking for a hand.
What are you building?
Probably nothing. Some guy came into town. Said he picked up a weird distress.
We're having a sale on brooms.
Let's see what you have.
Here you are.
Uh-huh.
Inside, you got, all odds and ends in this one.
Alright, I get off now, but I don't really have much else to say besides it's Christmas today, technically. It's 2 in the morning now, or just about 2. But otherwise, yeah, good night, and Merry Christmas.